So I'm going to give you the full breakdown of how to start a YouTube channel so you can skip all the wasted time. All right, first I want to start with number 7, and it's a software where you can edit your YouTube videos. I'm starting with video editing first because the reason that most people get, number 1, tired and they quit their YouTube channel or they experience burnout is because of editing. It's the longest part of creating a YouTube channel. So I want to refer you to the software Recut, and you can go to getrecut.com/The Blessing Report because it cuts out all the dead space out of your video. And I have edited YouTube videos where it has literally taken me 4 hours to make one YouTube video, versus with Recut, that 4-hour edit actually takes 4 seconds. It cuts out all the data spaces, all the mistakes, so that it makes your editing process easier. All right, next area where you definitely need to invest if you want to start a YouTube channel is your website. So as a YouTuber, you don't want to be stuck at the mercy of the YouTube algorithm or even other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, because you might get blackballed, blacklisted, or canceled. So you need a professional website or a professional landing page where you can collect emails, you can sell products or resources, and you also can reach out to brands, or brands can reach out to you. So the first area that you need to create a legitimate website is a domain name and a hosting platform. So I will refer you to Bluehost as your hosting platform and where you can register your domain name, because you just need a place to house your website. How many of us like free? I am offering to give you an absolutely free website for zero dinero. But I am working with the free website guys, and you can use my affiliate link to get an absolutely free website. So they are running an initiative to help web developers in impoverished areas come out of poverty. So that is why you can get your first website absolutely free by using my affiliate link. So next, you're going to be having all this money moolah coming at you. And so you have to make sure that you have an account so that, number 1, you can receive all the Google AdSense for your video views. And then number 2, you need to be able to process payments for your merch, for your invoices. If you're doing brand deals with companies, they want you to do a sponsorship or they want you to do an endorsement, they need to be able to be invoiced. So I have 2 accounts that you can use so you can start earning dinero. Number 1, I would recommend you using a SoFi account because you can also reserve your taxes, because this is the biggest thing if you're going to be a YouTuber. You're going to have taxes either quarterly or one big lump sum at the end of the year. Next, you're going to have to be able to process debit cards, credit cards, and your other stuff for your merchandise, for your gear, for all that cool stuff, right? So if you want to be able to do that, I would recommend using the Square app and Square processing, where it actually gives you like a chip reader. I've been using it for years when it comes to if you want to sell books or you want to sell stickers or clothing, you can actually set up a processing center with your website, because if you're using even WordPress, you're going to need a WooCommerce processing widget or gadget attached to your website. And so next, if you want to have your own merch, so if you want custom t-shirts, custom hats, backpacks, aprons, stickers, posters, so on and so forth, I would recommend using Printful. They are a print-on-demand website. So this is how you can monetize outside of your Google AdSense, because everyone knows that YouTube views fluctuate very much so. You can't control them at all, right? And so the algorithm isn't fooling with you. This is why you need your email list, and this is why you need to be able to have access to your subscribers and to your website. And so you don't have to worry about inventory. You only have to do the setup. You have to make the designs, and you have to have a place where people can go and purchase your stuff. So the next category, number 4, that you have to invest in when it comes to your YouTube channel is number 1, a graphic designer, and number 2, and video editor. So we use Recut to do our video editing, but suppose that you do not want to edit your own videos and you don't want to edit your own thumbnails, right? So there are 2 softwares that you can use that will help with your thumbnail design and video editing. And so we're gonna start with a 2-in-1 software, and it comes from Canva and a Canva Pro. So again, if you want a free option, you can just edit on your Mac or on your iPhone. They have built-in editing software, but suppose you want people to have drop-dead gorgeous thumbnails, right? They actually have templates of YouTube thumbnails in Canva Pro. And so they have some free options and you also have some paid options. And so if you click my affiliate link, you can actually get 30 days of Canva Pro for free. And you can just try it out. But one thing I would say about Canva Pro that distinguishes it from Photoshop when it comes to your thumbnails is the background editing software, where you can edit out the background on photos, and it actually gives you motion software where you can put it into your video. And if you would like to take your video editing up to the next level, I would recommend you trying out the 7-day free trial of Envato Elements. And so just like Canva, they give you free templates, but they also give you free stock video, free stock pictures, free stock templates, and free stock music. The music portion when it comes to Envato Elements is the reason that you want to get the free trial. I'm telling you, go in there, because how Envato Elements distinguishes itself from every other software company or stock footage website is the music BPM. So BPMs just means beats per minute, right? So you can get free stock music from the YouTube video editor, and they have a section, but they only separate by genre. So they have literally millions of free stock music, but the problem is that they can only separate by genre and mood, right? So if you have to go through punk rock as your genre, and it will say your mood is somber, but you can't get the right tempo to fit your video, music controls the pacing for all your video editing needs. And so this is really crucial for, in short, your watch time on your video. So if you get the music right, this just takes your editing to a whole nother level. But if you get the music wrong, it actually will kill a video. I promise that I'm telling you the truth. And so this is why I really like Envato Elements. But also, you can get high definition videos so they can be in 4K or higher or lower 1080p. And because you have professional videographers and professional photographers, instead of actually hiring people to do that, you can actually get professionals that they're giving their free templates. Number 3, you have Advance. You no longer want to do your own video editing. You no longer want to do your own thumbnail editing. I believe your first hire as a YouTuber or a content creator or an influencer should be a video editor. This will maximize your time by hiring an actual virtual assistant and human. And this will have you be able to put out more, because the B-roll that you put in your video and the different transitions actually increases your watch time, because you can just worry about creating, being a personality, and so on and so forth. And you don't have to split your brain doing dual roles as both the content creator, the personality, the video editor, the graphic designer. No. Don't do that. So a site that I would recommend you outsourcing your video editing, graphic design, virtual assistant needs would be iWorker. And what's cool about iWorker is the fact that they are trying to link up entrepreneurs, professionals, YouTubers, content creators, influencers with skilled remote professionals in crisis countries, right? So they're actually trying to pull people out by giving them developed skills from countries like Venezuela, Zimbabwe, and the Philippines. So when you're hiring a graphic designer, a virtual assistant, a copywriter, or a video editor, you're actually helping them to prevent them from being refugees in their countries. So here's the breakdown. You'll probably hire them for $7 an hour, and they will literally perform just like a Western or an American video editor, but the cost is better suited for your own needs. And what's also cool about iWorker is that they're actually going to give you 5 free hours by clicking on the affiliate link, and you actually receive a discount as well. So you can get a virtual assistant. You don't like them? Hey, this is just 5 free hours of just testing it out. Number 2 thing you'll need for starting a YouTube channel, you're gonna need some gear, right? You're going to need some cameras, you're going to need some lights, you're going to need microphones, you're going to start upgrading, right? Hey, if you're starting out on a YouTube channel, use your cell phone to record your videos, right? What is my next step to investing in my channel? I would say sound. I think that sound is one of the most important things when it comes to videos. People will watch grainy videos, but they will not listen to bad sound videos, right? But next, after the sound, you will want to upgrade your lighting, right? If you actually use some lighting setups, you can use ones that are attached to your cell phone, you can use ones that's attached to your camera, or you can use like the legitimate ones that you have setups, right? So again, affiliate links below of just a perfect lighting setup, and all you need is a 2-point light. And so what does that mean? You need light coming from the left side of you, and you need light coming from the right side of you, because if you do something on the middle, it's going to create a harsh background shadow, and you don't want that in your videos. After the sound first, the lighting second, you want to upgrade and invest in your camera. I'm going to tell you the best YouTuber cameras, right? So if you're just curious about what I am personally using, I am using a PowerShot G1X Canon camera, but I will say this, which is pretty funny. I didn't mean to buy this camera, but it's actually a great camera. I actually meant to buy the PowerShot G7X Mark II. So that is the camera that I recommend. But if you want a heavier duty camera, 3 other cameras that people use is the Sony RX100 Mark II, the Sony A7S III, and then the Canon RF or the Canon R, right? So these are the pretty big and bulky heavy duty cameras that you usually see. And so that is going to be your next investment. There is another breakout software that will transform your video editing and also your podcasting forever, and it's called Descript. And what's so cool about Descript is that it uses artificial intelligence or AI to actually copy your own voice. So suppose I'm talking in my YouTube video and I'm saying too many times and I'm not enjoying it, right? You can actually go in and it will, number 1, transcribe your video speech. And so if you ever want captions on your video or on your TikTok or on your Instagram posts where you can make YouTube shorts as well, it's actually going to transcribe your words and type them on screen. So that's number 1. But if you want to delete your ums, like I just did, you can actually go into the software and it's going to type out in your transcription the and when you delete the it's going to cut that in your video or in your podcast. And so what's actually cool about the AI, suppose you're having a bad day, you don't have enough material, or you don't want to be on screen and you don't even like the sound of your voice.
Number 1, they will actually give you a few voice options or voice modulators where you can type out, or you can hire, again, a virtual assistant to do copy or write a paragraph or a blog, so on and so forth. And the AI will actually make a pretty realistic human voice, or you can type out your material after you do just a 10-minute voice recording so they can learn your own voice. The AI will make your own voice. Isn't that so cool? So I'll actually give y'all a sample because the AI is actually recording me right now. So we'll actually see, does the AI sound like Winston Mayo? So let's see.
This is the most important thing that you need to know about making a YouTube channel, making a YouTube video, and how to be successful on the platform. It's going to come down to these 3 things. It is number 1, your idea for a video. Number 2, your thumbnail for the video. And then number 3, the title for the video. 2 softwares that you can use so you can know what type of videos to make and how to title your material is number 1, TubeBuddy, and you can use my affiliate link. It's either buddy.com/Winston Mayo or use the software vidIQ. And so this is how you plan out your video content strategy. Listen up. It's really important. I'm giving you major keys because you waited until the end. All right. So this is how I pick my YouTube videos, right? Again, YouTube videos only come in 2 categories, and this is all social media. Number 1, education. You're helping someone learn something very specific. Number 2, entertainment. This is more like viral content. So this is how you can use TubeBuddy and vidIQ to pick out your video topics. So they're going to give you on vidIQ a daily idea AI generator, right? And so when you use the AI generator, it's going to say like, hey, this is the type of audience that you have. This is the type of videos that they are clicking on. And so I say this, don't waste your time. Make those videos. Copy. It says that there is nothing new under the sun in the book of Proverbs in the Bible. It's perfectly fine to copy. And one major hack that I learned is that number 1, you should copy thumbnails. You should copy the titles as well for videos that are working. And so on vidIQ, it's going to show you trending videos in your niche, in your genre, right? And so you could use that, but you could also use best-selling book titles, right? Because bestseller books, number 1, they're bestsellers for a reason, and number 2, they're hiring professional copywriters. And so this is a major key I'm just giving out for free. When it comes to titling, that's the most important thing. And when it comes to thumbnails, that's the most important thing. Hey, so I said that I was going to give y'all the top 12 niches to make money on YouTube. So it is in the description box below. It is a gift for watching the video all the way through. So if you just hit the link, you'll receive an email and you'll receive a flyer of the top 12 niches.